What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Stephen Twitch Boss and also his widow, which is Allison. She recently did an interview with People magazine, and she's also coming out with a book, and she's also doing a podcast with her daughter. And basically she's saying she want to talk about her marriage to her former husband, may God rest his soul, and everything. But also she says a lot of things in this interview that is so questionable, so it almost makes you seem there's a whole lot going on in Stephen's life while he was at home, and that wasn't a safe place for him. And as well as you're going to see Stephen Twitch Boss, stepdaughter, she gets on social media and she's defending her mother because people are like, why are you telling his business? Why are you accusing him of being an addict? Because when you say addict, everybody know what the definition of an addict is. And, telling his intimate most details that he didn't want the world to know. And also you having his family sign NDAs to go to the funeral. So this must really have been a trying time for Stephen's boss mother, brothers, family members to attend his funeral when they had to sign NDAs and all types of stuff. So anyways, check out these videos and we're going to come back with my commentary. So let's get into it.
My mom never said that Stephen was an addict. Let me say that. Never said that he was an addict. But if y'all want to take a headline for a news article and turn that into being the thing that you're paying attention to most, that's literally on you, right? But in our house, how he ran things, like, I'm his kid. He was trying to teach me and educate, obviously be that fatherly role, right? So he'd be open and vulnerable about him smoking weed. Also, my mom's not calling him a terrible person for smoking weed. Guys, let's get it together. But when you have 2 years after somebody committed, to sit here and question every interaction you had, every single thing they did, obviously my mom's like, maybe I should have paid more attention to, I don't know where it started, but I'm constantly getting comments being like, your mom didn't let Connie see the body for 3 weeks and something like that. But it's like, everybody who wanted to see the body had access to that information. My mom didn't want to. My mom, she stayed out of that. My mom didn't want anything to do because that's a traumatizing thing. And so somebody else had that information to go and see Stephen's body from after he died until he was they fixed up how he looked and stuff. But until that point, I remember conversations being had of Connie asking about it, but then everybody, literally everybody, being advising against it because that's your son, you might not want to go see him. But with that all being said, she could have completely on her own terms gone and seen him. My mom wasn't withholding information. That whole day was supposed to be beautiful, and instead it was less than that. We were gonna say our goodbyes, and instead people were yelling at each other and bashing my mom, and that's a day that's taken away from her, and she can't remember it as being the day that we all wanted it to be because his family was making it otherwise. And when I say that this day, it's imprinted onto my brain, one, because I had to say goodbye to the person that I loved and valued, but then on top of that, I'm having to deal with seeing my mom go through so much. It's a different type of hurt because these are people that we're supposed to love and value, and yet they're constantly doing things that make me see them as less. They're the ones impacting that image, but they're also the ones taking it onto social media. So I just don't get it, because effort, I don't make the effort, but that's just how I am. I feel disrespected by them, so I'm not going to talk to them. There were points where the brothers would reach out to me, my uncles and Connie, they'd be texting me, but I don't talk to them anymore. I feel completely disrespected. They've gone on social media saying that blood's thicker than whatever, and that's a direct dig at me and my mom. And if you don't see me as Stephen's daughter, that's cool. That's take it how you want. That I know for a fact that's never how he saw it, and it's literally just hurtful.
It's cool. to make his mama sign an NDA to see his body?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God.
I would do it again. I would do it again every single day for the rest of my life if I needed to.
To see his
I would
body.
do it again and again and again.
Why would she need to sign an NDA to see his body?
It's great. But also, I don't understand how y'all don't understand that Steven's even asked her to do it.
He didn't ask her to sign.
I would do it again. I would do it again every single day for the rest of my life if I needed to.
You hear that? You hear that?
Again and again and again.
Why would she need to sign an NDA to see his body?
It's great. But also, I don't understand how y'all don't understand.
I got your ass. I told you.
He didn't ask her to sign the NDA to see his body.
What's this?
Do you understand what I'm
also,
saying?
did anyone ever tell you?
What's this?
In a party, an NDA for a party, NDAs for a party.
And asking his mother to
No.
Party?
It's not the same thing. I have had the NDA to go to the funeral. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I just said Stevens asked her, have to sign an NDA. No. Did you know this?
That's different than signing the
and
NDA.
No. That came from Steven.
I'm asking you. You would never post a picture of Steven in the thing, right? Just Steven in the casket, right?
Yeah, but I'm also in the industry and I know that. And also, I don't know all the people that were in that wake. By the way, because you're asking this question trying to set me up, I didn't know the people that were in that wake.
I'm not trying to set you up. I'm asking you. You would never post a picture of Steven in the thing, right? So if you say you wouldn't, why would you think that Connie would do that? That's what I'm asking you.
I was also going off of advice from people. So, I don't know. I've never done this before. I don't know why everyone expects me to have done this before. But also, just so you know, by the way, meanwhile, do you know that Steven has asked Connie to sign an NDA before? This was not her first time signing an NDA. I don't know if you knew this.
I mean, I've signed NDAs before. I think it's more...
Connie had to sign an NDA to go to one of our parties. Did you know this?
That's different than signing an NDA.
No. That came from Steven. And Steven wasn't like, don't make my mom have to sign an NDA. No. Connie had to sign an NDA for Steven to come to a party, and Steven asked her to sign it.
Allison, I'm saying...
So this is not... So don't...
I'm saying her signing an NDA... I'm saying her signing an NDA to see her son's body. Her signing an NDA to go to the funeral. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I just said Stevens asked her before she could come into a party.
That's different. You don't understand how that's different?
Okay, so wait, why was Steven wrong in asking his mother to
No. It's not the same thing. I've had family sign NDAs for like different things. I'm talking about to make his mama. So you telling me you don't see the difference in a party? An NDA for a party, Allison, other than...
Okay, well, I know this. I'll say this.
Then making his mama see his...
Steven would definitely have my family... By the way, my family also had an NDA, no questions asked. It doesn't matter who it is. It was protecting Steven, and it was the right choice.
You think that was protecting Steven, making his mama...
Pause. It don't matter who it is, she said. It don't matter who it is, she said. Let's keep it going. Because apparently that woman seeing her son's body is equivalent to going to a party. Lord Jesus, help me keep my spirit right.
NDA.
Context of
to see his body?
So it was a good choice for me.
To see his body.
I've been celebrating.
That was protecting Steven, making his mama sign an NDA.
Context of
to see his body?
So it was a good choice for me.
To see his body.
I've been celebrating. Outside y'all, I have been celebrated from how I've handled this and protected Steven.
Listen, you actually think that it is cool to make his mama sign an NDA to see his body?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God.
I would do it again. I would do it again every single day for the rest of my life if I needed to.
Y'all heard that? So, come for me. I told you what was going to happen. I told you.
Okay, as you guys just heard in the beginning of the video, that was Stephen Twitch, stepdaughter, and he was an active father in her life for as long as he was married to her mother Allison. But in any event, as you can see in the video, it seems like the young lady has no compassion for Stephen Twitch's family, and at this point she says she's not bothered with them and she's not going to talk to them because they pissed her off and they made her mad. So that only makes me believe that his children is probably not going to have a relationship with their grandmother or with their uncles or anything of that nature. It almost seems like they want to forget about Stephen Boss Twitch, and then also they want the family to, be humble and walk on eggshells just to, get a hello or how you doing. And for, the mom to want them to sign an NDA to go to a funeral, that is crazy. That's just really ridiculous. And then she argues with them. She's arguing with Stephen Twitch's brother on the phone and basically telling him that, y'all signed one before, and the brother's trying to explain that was for a party. There's going to be other celebrities there, other different people are going to be there, different companies, different brands, just different people are going to be there. So, a lot of people won't attend parties in Hollywood, or people that are going to have A-listers, B-listers, C-listers, and D-listers around them. They want to make sure that when they party, they can party freely. They can just party and get down to it. You know what I mean? But to call the family and say, you can't attend the funeral unless you sign an NDA. This mother just lost her son, just like you just lost a husband, and, your children just lost a father, but not the oldest daughter. The oldest daughter is not his daughter. And the way she called him by his first name, and the way that, she also addressed her grandmother as Connie, because Connie is Stephen Twitch's mother's name. She calls her Connie. I didn't know my grandmother's name until I was like 11 or 13 years old. Her name was Grandma, Mama. That was her name. So it seems like there's a disconnect and there's not a relationship at all. So at this time, when, Connie was probably traveling to California to, be there for, Allison and the children, try to be a part of the situation, she was already met with like hectic situation, not only losing her son, now she has to deal with this, widow that really don't give two ish really about her son, because the way Allison explains her situation, she's like, basically, I'm moving on. I'm doing what I need to do. And she also said when she did an interview with People magazine that she has a new man. It's been 2 years. And she said she doesn't wear her wedding ring because she used to twist it around her fingers and used to bring her memories of Stephen Twitch Boss. And so basically she got rid of that, and she said that she moved. She has a new location. I'm pretty sure she was able to move because of the insurance money and the money that he left behind. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to Connie and the brothers, they probably didn't see any financial gain. They probably didn't see the will. They probably didn't see the life insurance policies. They probably didn't see anything. And basically they was left out in the dark. So in hindsight, if you are married to someone that doesn't get along with your immediate family, that's outside of your immediate married family, make sure you take care of business with your documents and everything you want for your funeral, for your will, for insurance purposes and life insurance policy. Because if your wife or husband didn't care for your family, then when you dead, they definitely are going to do the worst. And it seems like this is what Stephen Twitch Boss mother had to go through, at the same time not understanding why her son is not here no more, and seeing that he's happy-go-lucky, he's healthy, and things of that nature. And then also having the widow, Allison, do an interview and say that her son was drug addicted, saying that he was an addict, and she had a husband or she dated before, and that person was an addict, and she found like things that were terrifying, things that was mystifying, things that were shocking, things that were devastating in his closet when she was going through his boxes and things of that nature. She made it seem like he was a full-fledged drug addict, like he was a working drug addict and things of that nature. And come to find out, the man was only smoking trees. And I guarantee you, when it comes to the daughter, she looked like she smoked some trees because she permed her hair, she got a tan, she's trying, it's almost like she's blackfishing out here in these streets. But in any event, Allison said some really demeaning things about Stephen Twitch Boss. She said that he was private. She basically said he had like two personalities and things of that nature, which is shocking. Like basically she's just running this man up in the ground and just saying horrible things. Like what things did you find? Did you find out he was having an affair? Did you find out he was attracted to the opposite sex? What did you find that was so shocking and horrific when you was going through the closet and you was cleaning it out and you didn't know what to do? You felt like you didn't even know this man. Like, that's a whole lot to say. And then for her wanting the family to sign an NDA, but yes, she's writing a book about his life, and she's about to, recruit some money, because maybe that insurance money is not here anymore. Maybe it's gone, and maybe she got this new man she got to take care of. Who knows what the whole situation is? Who knows if when it comes to Stephen Twitch Boss, that he felt like maybe the family was better without him. They was better with the insurance policies. They was better with the money. They were better off because maybe he didn't feel welcome. Maybe he didn't feel loved in the home. Because when it comes to Allison, she said in her People magazine interview that she didn't know him, and he didn't feel safe for her to talk to him, to talk to her and conversate with her. And he didn't have a safe place to go. He didn't have anybody to talk to. And that's his wife, and that's who he loves, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with. He can't even have a conversation where he can't feel trust with her. And you can tell the reason why, because you see what she's doing now. She's using him to basically make money off a book, in my opinion, and also to start a podcast. And it's going to begin with Stephen Twitch Boss. But she also said in that People magazine interview that she wants to get rid of them old memories. And she said when she moved from the house to her marital home, but she's not married anymore because God rest Stephen Twitch Boss soul, she threw away pictures. Who throws away pictures of their loved ones that are not here anymore? Who throw away them memories where the kids won't see him, where his children that are very young and don't understand what's going on, and you're throwing away pictures? She said they threw away furniture, they threw away clothes, they threw away everything. And when she got into a new house, she felt at peace. She felt like good, like she was purging herself of these memories. And that's why she doesn't wear her ring, because she was purging herself of the memories and triggers, and thinking about this man like, damn, is that bad? Yes, he's not here anymore, but it almost seems like she had a distaste for him, a disdain for him. And maybe he felt that maybe that house was very corrupt for him, where he did have things in a box because he didn't know who to talk to or who to trust or who to go to. He didn't want to tell his family that the woman that he decided to marry and have kids with and make his all with could possibly be a monster. And then dealing with the daughter that don't even call him dad. But I guarantee you, the eldest daughter, is going to be calling this man dad. I bet the kids, Stephen Twitch Boss, his children, they get to see this new man all the time, every day. But the grandmother, the uncles, and none of them could see, the kids. They don't even have a relationship because the family is speaking up. The family didn't say anything when this first, happened and he first passed. They just speaking up now because they just feel like this is very invasive. And if you wanted everything to be private, why are you selling? Why are you selling a book? And then she says that she wants people to look at her without seeing Stephen Twitch Boss, and she want them to just recognize who she is and just see her without him because he's no longer here. We understand that, but doesn't mean that his memory dies. Doesn't mean the connection that you guys had at one point in time dies. It's not here anymore, but doesn't mean you have to rid of it. You have to purge it from your life. So it almost seems like the kids are going to be purged, too, as well. The children, the minor children. So in any event, it was just really shocking to hear someone talk about, their former, husband, lover, friend, and also children's father as well. So it's really like shocking. And she said she wants people to see the kids, her kids that she has with Stephen Twitch Boss without him. Like what? Like basically she don't want them to acknowledge that, these are his children. She wants them to be their own entity where, he's a thing of the past. He's a distant memory. So if she's already like that 2 years in, imagine what this man went through in that home. And imagine what his mother went through and kept her mouth closed and was just watching all the people pouring out love, pouring out all types of stuff towards Allison. And really, Allison could have been the wicked witch of the West. And it's just really just sad. So if you can, make a will separately, prepare your funeral, prepare the things that you want to happen for your family that, was before your spouse. Because if not, and if your spouse and your family don't get along, your family is going to go through hell. Throughout the funeral process, through if there's going to be any money shared, is there going to be any insurance policy? Is there a will? Is there anything that they can share or give into, But in any event, this was pretty sad that it ends this way. But also the truth always prevail. And this man was hiding the whole time he was with her because he didn't have a safe place to go. And Allison also states now with her new man, she could be herself. She can be more feminine. She could be more loving. She can be more of a woman. I'm every woman. That's what she said. So does that mean she wasn't every woman when she was with Stephen Twitch boss? Was she not sweet? Was she not submissive to Stephen Twitch boss? Was she the wicked witch of the West? Because she said with this man, she can just be, every woman. She can just be feminine. She can be submissive. She can just, let her hair down and feel